Okay, so on behalf of the team at Logel Homes, I'd like to welcome you to the grand opening of Altitude at Three Sisters Mountain Village. Today we'll have speeches from myself, my brother Kevin, Mayor Krausert, Brian Talbot, President of TSMV, and of course, my dad. We acknowledge that we gather in Canmore, located within the traditional Treaty 7 territories of southern Alberta. This land is the traditional home of the Stoney Nakoda, including Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Good Stoney First Nations, as well as the Tsuut'ina First Nation and the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprised of Siksika, Piikani, and Kainai First Nations. We also recognize that this land is home to the Métis Nations of Alberta. We honor the Indigenous people who have cared for these lands for generations and continue to do so today. I'd like to start by going back to the beginning. My parents started our family business by taking a significant risk on their first development here in Canmore, a townhouse project in the peaks of Grassy. At the time, the market wasn't strong, and there was no guarantee the project would work out. Our family often visited the site, and for my brother and I, walking through those townhomes as they were being framed and coming back to visit the show home inspired us to follow our dad in his footsteps to be home builders. I remember my parents talking about what they could do to make the project work in a challenging market. In the end, the innovative, affordable design of these townhomes, high level of quality, and a final direct mail campaign to the Edmonton Valley, and some sheer determination got us through the project. A similar project adjacent to us, I will note, didn't make it. So quite a bit of stress in those early days. So that project laid the foundation for what is now Logel Homes, and what makes Altitude at Three Sisters so special to my family and our team. Those qualities that got us through our first project are evident here today. This project, just like our first one, has unique, affordable designs. In an effort to address the housing crisis here in Canmore, we're one of the only builders to deliver a significant number of market-based affordable apartments. Many of these units here in the project are under 750 square feet, and we started in the low 400s when we opened up. We've also contributed 10 non-market apartments to the Canmore community housing. This has helped many in Canmore purchase a home. So as of right now, close to 40% of our purchasers are coming from the Valley. I can also say that just like our first project, Altitude has exceptional innovation, with these floor plans and show homes being our best yet. The response from buyers has been overwhelmingly positive, as we are fast approaching the halfway mark of the project. In a little over a year and a half, the second of the 4 apartment buildings will begin to take possession, and we will break ground on the second of 3 townhome blocks this summer, about halfway through. I would also like to recognize our team for one of our fastest builds. This apartment building that you see here was completed in under a year, which is very unique for a build time in the Valley. And I can also say, you probably saw when you walked through the show suites, it was done at a very high level of quality. When completed, this project will provide 239 homes, in addition to the 10 non-market affordable homes. We will also donate part of the development's land back to the town as a playground, which will be constructed at the site's entrance. Okay, I can get a little. To wrap up, I'd like to thank our incredible team for dedicating significant time and energy to delivering what you see here today. This level of quality, innovation, and exceptional design requires a high level of collaboration among team members. And none of this would be possible without the Town of Canmore, our partners at Three Sisters Mountain Village, all of our trades, suppliers, and consultants. Okay. With that being said, I'll introduce my brother Kevin to say a few words.
Alrighty. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. It means so much to our family and the rest of us at Logel Homes. As Brady mentioned, Canmore has been a second home for us, I guess since I was 9 years old. Whether it was Brady and I riding our mountain bikes through the endless trails the Bow Valley has to offer, or the hundreds of days I've spent skiing at Lake Louise or Sunshine Village. These Rocky Mountains have a very special place in my heart. That is why having an opportunity to be a part of this one-of-a-kind project has been such a special experience for me and the rest of the team. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my parents and my brother Brady for their vision and perseverance in acquiring the land, as well as their very thoughtful and well-planned design, as well as their faith in me to deliver on the construction portion of this project. I would also like to thank our Vice President of Construction, Senior Vice President of Construction, Ryan Dick. Ryan put countless hours into the engineering and architectural planning of this project, as well as offered me a lot of advice along the way as we navigated building in Canmore for the first time in many years. I would also like to thank our construction team for their remarkable effort this past year. As Brady mentioned, this building went very quickly and very efficiently, which was fantastic, but it didn't come without its headaches and challenges. Where did it go? So yeah, a special thank you to our project manager, Braden Pointer, and our site superintendents, Nathan Romp and Rob Balhari. I would also like to thank our team of site assistants, Garrett Wood and Ethan Carmichael, as well as our senior site superintendent, Kurt Colebrook. I'd also like to thank our project coordinators, Shannon Prasad and Nadine Borhat. Our team really pulled together and did a fantastic job working as a team and working with our trades and suppliers. Now I'd like to move on to our remarkable group of trades and suppliers, as well as our consultants, for their endless dedication to this project, incredible quality, efficiency, and dedication to helping us exceed our customers' expectations. We're very fortunate that I would say the bulk of our trades, probably up to about 80%, we've worked with for almost 20 years. So it's a real team effort. What you see when you walk through those show homes is the result of an incredible team effort from each and every one of our trade suppliers and consultants, and I can't thank them enough. Thanks so much for everyone joining us today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll pass this off to my father now.
Yeah, before we wrap up, if Mayor Sean, if you wanted to come up and say a few words.
Hello everyone, how are you? I am so happy to be here. I first met Tim early in my first term as mayor, and he struck me as a real quality individual and somebody who I've really enjoyed to get to know and get to know his family. So I bring greetings from the town council, as well as congratulations. I feel like I've been very much reading this story of this journey and it's come to a really significant milestone here. And so I just want to pay tribute to that. Now, speaking of quality, I want to say three things. First of all, this is a quality family. And when I've been meeting with them, their integrity, their credibility, their dedication to what they do really shines forth. And they want to be good people to work with. And I think that is, evidenced by the fact that you have a lot of people that you've been working with for 20 years. That doesn't happen unless you're dedicated to that relationship. So, quality family. Secondly, quality product. I went into Calgary and got really excited about the Logel Homes when I went through show homes with the family there, and this is even better. I mean, I was expecting high quality, and this just topped it up over the top. So let's have a round of applause for that. And third, quality community. I really believe that the Logels are dedicated to quality community, where they come in with their pricing and what they're wanting to achieve, in close proximity to an incredible commercial development being created by TSMV, the Gateway. What a place to live. What views around you, what close access to amenities, and I really believe that people that land here are going to really enjoy their life here in Canmore. And so thank you for that.
Thank you. Okay, next up we have the president of TSMV, Brian Talbot.
It started with the piece Land in the Conversation early 2021. 5 years later, we are standing in the result, Altitude at Three Sisters. I'm Brian Talbot, as Braden's alluded to. It is definitely my pleasure to be here today to celebrate Logel Homes and the grand opening of Altitude at Three Sisters. Tim, Braden, and Kevin, what you and your team have done reflects the kind of vision and commitment that makes this community special. Altitude simply is not another development in the Bow Valley. It represents a standard of design, a buyer experience that sets a benchmark for everything coming to this market. And that comes directly from you, Tim, and what you've instilled in the company and in your sons. I applaud you for that. Logel Homes is one of our signature builder partners, a select group of builders who share our commitment to quality and long-term investment in Canmore, and Altitude is a clear expression of why that designation matters. You made a decision to bring your brand and your reputation back to this community and to stake your name on this place. We do not take that lightly. The quality you deliver here shapes how people will experience and talk about this community for years to come. So Tim, Braden, Kevin, and the entire Logel team, to everyone who contributed to getting Altitude off the ground, congratulations. You have earned this moment. We are proud at Three Sisters to have you building here, and we look forward to what's to come next. Thank you.
Okay, before we wrap up with my dad, I just wanted to thank all of the people that were involved, especially Alex, in putting this event together, and our catering team. And if you haven't had a chance, make sure you get through and check out the different show suites. We've got 3 on the main floor, and then some of you might not know this, but there's another one on the 4th floor. That being said, I'll pass it off to my dad.
Thanks, Trey.
Well, thank you all for coming. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. One of the problems in letting your son go first at an event like this is most of what I wanted to say they said. Which is okay, because I I've done a fair amount of talking in my career. So I did want to share a story on how we found this land. So it's about 6 years ago this coming September long weekend, and I'm intent on watching the Blue Jays. It's a nice sunny day, and I look over and there's Sherry at the door going, "No, you're not going to watch the Blue Jays. We're going over to the Malcolm's patio, and we're having some of Frank's amazing chicken wings." I said, "Oh no, come on, I just want to relax and watch this game." She goes, I get in the car. So we get in the car, we head over there, and at the other end of the patio, Frank is there, I think, with his family and friends. And I said, "Sherry, I gotta go talk to Frank." She said, "Don't bother him. He's with his family. Leave him alone." I said, "You know me, I can't." So Frank and I meet halfway down the patio, and we have a good catch up. And he said, "Have you heard about that land at Three Sisters Mountain Village where they're gonna build a new retail center?" And I said, "No, I haven't." He says, "Well, this is where it is. You should go look at it." So we finished our chicken wings and we headed over here. And at the time, it wasn't easy to walk the land, but we did get down, I think, just over here behind me, and we looked out at the Cascade Range. We looked up at the Three Sisters, and I just got chills. And I said, "Wow, I think this is the perfect fit for what we do with our condos and towns." And so thanks, Frank, that was a good suggestion. So you heard a bit about what's important to me that Brady and Kevin said, and that's basically for our family. This is our purpose. It's our passion. Before our feet hit the ground in the morning when we get out of bed, we're thinking about how can we get better at what we do. And so to have you come out and see it and experience all that we try to do in a day, a week, or a month, or a year, we're very grateful, because if you didn't come and look at it, we'd have no one to share it with, and it'd be kind of boring, and we'd be boring people. So thank you. A couple of weeks ago, we were on a bit of a run, winning home builder awards. But one of those awards, which is really quite special, was that in Calgary we won Best Interior Design and Decorating for a show home, which is a very difficult thing to win. And then 2 weeks ago in Quebec City, at the National Home Builder Awards, 900 different entries and builders, we won Best Interior Design and Decorating. So I'm going to embarrass Christina by asking. I just want, would you please come up and just beside me for a second? So I've had the pleasure of working with this young lady for 28 years, and I'll never forget the first show home we worked on. That there was not what I would call a meeting of the minds. Builders are, their mindset is to, okay, we got to watch costs. We have to be careful here. What does the customer want? But Christina really does have a rare talent, and I'm just so grateful that she is able to help us present the show homes the way she does and know what the customer wants before they even know what they want. And so congratulations. Quite a milestone, again, for me, knowing that it was 25 years ago that I walked that small piece of land for the townhomes in Peaks of Grassy, and I had been thinking about buying land for over 20 years. And so even when I walked the land and wrote the check, it didn't hit me. Okay, finally, I'm going to become a builder, which I've been thinking about since I was like 15. But this is cool that you're here to share that with me. I'm looking out many friends, family, longtime trade suppliers, consultants, of course, the team at Three Sisters Mountain Village, which has been just a great partner to work with. And really, if you look at what we do as a builder, we plug in to the big vision and the big approvals and be able to have something like we have here today. Really kind of a real fortunate opportunity is really what it is for a builder like us. And so then when we get that chance, we really go to the highest level we can to exceed the customers. And right now in this building here, I've never seen this before, but the people we've moved in to their unit, as they walk through the unit, we can tell they're really not listening to the local team member trying to explain all the things about their condo or their purchase. They just want to go out on the deck. And many of them have gone out and actually become quite emotional, and they've cried with joy. And so it's a real thrill for us to be a part of that, and not something that you would ever think that would happen to you as a builder. But that's what's happening right now, is that people are over the moon with the experience, and they're telling us that they've been thinking sometimes for over 20 years about having a home in the mountains, and they have chose Canmore for that dream. And so it's just really cool stuff for us to experience, and we get chills when being a part of it. So I just want to finish by saying we have a team of 90 right now. 5 years ago, there was just 30 of us trying to do what we're doing. So that team of 90 dedicated to the vision, the strategy, get better with each building, get better with each project. Each time we start, we take all the feedback that we'll learn here, and we'll put that into the new design, the new development, and we will do our best to get better. An example is in this building, we have a new level of sound attenuation. We have the triple pane windows. We have in-floor heating so that people can place their furniture without looking at the baseboard heaters. We also have real hardwood floors, which is something that they told us in a focus group. And I'm sure there's a few other things that we learned from the last project. But really, I want to talk about in order for a team like our team to do what they've done here and build what they've built in the last year, which is quite remarkable. As Brady talked about, 11 months for a building like this. The Canadian average is 23 months. If you took every building like this in Canada and averaged it this year, it's 23 months. Well, our team did it in 11 months, and I can see and feel the quality in it as if it took much longer. But I just want to shout out to our leaders who are really helping Brady and Kevin and I with our team on the execution of our goals, our action items, our strategy, and that starts with Ryan Dick, our Vice President of Construction. Who truly is one of the only people that I've met in my career who understands what it means to build a quality home. Well done, Ryan. Don't know where we would be without you. Leo Rahe, our CFO, just doing a fabulous job in his role and in collaboration with ATB. Jason McKellen is here, and their partnership and their trust in us has just been so valuable. Well done, Leo, to organize all of that. Danny Stone, our Director of Estimating, who's there at the table every day with our trades and suppliers and new trades and new suppliers and new consultants. Well done, Danny. Are you here? Riley LePage, our Director of Sales and Marketing. A lot of the signage, the marketing that you see here in Canmore and elsewhere and on social media, that's all organized by Riley and his team, and he's just been doing a fabulous job the last number of years, and culminated last year with our biggest year ever for possessions. We turned over 508 condos in towns. So fabulous job, Riley. Maria Showalter, our corporate finance director, assisting and working closely with Leo. Maria, you're a joy to have on the team, and we're glad to have you. So that's kind of our leadership team, along with Kevin and Brady and myself, and that's kind of a wrap. But thank you again for coming. I just wanted to say thank you to Mayor Krausert for his support and his trust very early. As he mentioned, that was really great, because without the support of the municipality and the leadership, as well as Sally Caldhill, Chief Administrative Officer, and Harry Schneider, Head of Planning. I think Councillor Wade Graham is here. Without that municipal trust and support, we wouldn't be able to move forward, and so we thank you very much for that, giving us the opportunity to do what we've done here today. And we're going to work towards finishing our project here and doing a good job, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you. One of the traditions we do is we cut a ribbon. I think this will be the 25th ribbon that we'll have cut, 25 projects. So we're going to invite the mayor and Brady and Kevin over and Sherry to take a photo and cut a ribbon.